My name is Levent Akgil. So I'm co-mined, you can see from my t-shirt. Thank you all to Vasant and Thomas for inviting us. This is a great crowd here. I haven't had the chance to talk to any of you. I could ask similar questions of how many of you use ChatGPT, Anthropic Cloud. I think all of you will nowadays wave your hand, but I will ask something differently. How many of you knowingly upload documents to ChatGPT that you know that you should not? Okay, don't be shy, don't be shy. Okay, yes, tell the truth. Okay, we know, we all have been there, and we are all guilty of it. You know you should not be uploading documents, but we do, and that's called shadow AI, as most of you know. So our company actually came specifically to solve a problem on the edge. And I will tie it to Infercom, how we actually come to this place. But my goal and my company's goal was really, how do I bring AI to the data? Because data goes to AI. Data goes to compute. The cloud, let it be in Europe or let it be in US, but it goes to the cloud. So my goal was, how do I bring the AI capabilities as the hardware compute capabilities are getting to an inflection point where you can have in a small device 1 petaflop, and you can compute a lot of AI capabilities on that little device. So this is the time to bring all that AI into your data. So that's how we started CoMind. So I'm the CEO and CTO of CoMind, and we are based in Munich. I'm an ex-Intel, 24 years at Intel, and this idea came at Intel when we were working with a lot of customers. And we wanted to bring all of the greatness of the AI we talk into the edge and into your fingertips. So basically, what we are really trying to solve, the last mile AI adoption. A lot of AI nowadays really fail at how do you get this AI actually adopted and make it useful. So that's how we started with the little appliances and bring a lot of chat capabilities, chatting with your private data, agentic flows in this little device. And we are selling these little devices to SMBs, small, medium businesses, like quiz. How many of you remember Altu's first use case? He has a gift, if you remember it. He didn't promise it, but it was forensic. Right? That was the first one, or the second? Yeah, second one maybe, okay. So right now, one of our pilots, there's a lot of forensic insurance fraud, robbery, a lot of things happen on the servers, on the data analysts sitting next to them. They want AI capabilities with their data, and that's a pilot we solve. So we try to solve those capabilities, and that's how our startup is actually working. However, that device is limited, and we need infrastructure and private infrastructure. That's why we are working with Infercom to actually run bigger models with lower latency, of course, much more energy efficient, and to bring those capabilities that we cannot solve on the edge. So our startup is going to repeat similar stories, so thank you for actually explaining them. I don't have to. Privacy, security, sovereignty, and those are all typical problems and that we all want to solve. Let me jump into this. Yes, we also build the AI platform. We call it a platform, but we want to solve it on the edge on that device. So a lot of things you see, I'm trying to do monitoring, orchestration, knowledge-based concepts, all of those on that device. And I can power that with the laptop or a little device, or I can connect to the back end, any cloud services or Infercom when we need it, the capacity and the latency and the performance. So that's our platform. So our platform is capable to bring all those AI chat, private chat with your data. You upload your data, you analyze it, you can run agents, you can run it on-prem, or you can run on sovereign AI factories. And let me quickly, in the interest of time, jump into, just to show you, we have typical chat interface. This is running on the cloud. You can run it in a private mode. You can run it in a public mode. If you want to, you can select your models. If you have a key, I will show it where we have it. You go, and this is running on a little device. And we are connected to many different models. As an admin, you can select, configure. It can be Infercom, it can be other AI factories. And you can run any of these typical chat agents. And before I go to the next one, how many of you do Zoom transcription? How many of you do Teams transcription? How many of you use Granula? Nobody heard Granula? All? Or Hypernode? Or public meeting note takers. If you want your own, actually you can run it on this platform. It's a meeting note transcriptor. It can do everything locally and privately. It does speaker diarization. How many speakers are there? It will capture it. I was just sorry. I briefly captured your talking just here as a speaker one and as you were talking. So if we are really meaning privacy, we mean privacy. That stays in that box. And if you don't care about staying in that box, you can go to infrastructure providers and run your solutions, agents, chat on those as well. So let me go to my system sitting on my desk. This is that little device doing all the speaker diarizations and meeting notes, running chats. Let me go to private mode. Similar to the chat interface, which is typical nowadays. You can do this, rack pipelines. You can see where the source is. Human resources, finance, technology groups can upload their data. It stays on that infrastructure, and you talk to that data. It stays there. It doesn't go anywhere. But for the inferencing and acceleration, you can still use the infrastructure you need. So that's, in a nutshell, our technology.